everyone, I am here to share my 8-week project. I did the art option. I did 2 pieces, or both are pencil. One has a little bit of color and the other one has a lot of color. The first option, or the first piece I did, is based off of the apartment complex across from my house. It's what I see every day leaving for work or school or wherever I go. There used to be a huge forest with a field and lots of wildlife that used to live across the street before they took it down and did the apartment complex. So it's sort of an environmental justice piece. It's very contrasted. This is it. I will probably put up a photo so you can see it a little bit better, but yeah, so these are the apartments. This is exactly what the apartment looks like from across my house. There's lots of power lines everywhere. There's a lot of power that needs to be put into the apartment complex, and then here is some of the elements from the forest. There used to be a huge pond. I don't know if you can tell, but that's a little heron right there. And then a duck with its little duckling, and a group of geese at the bottom. There used to be geese that would migrate every year. I'm not sure which way they were going, but they would always stop every year at the pond, like 100 geese, tons of them everywhere. And I always thought that was the coolest thing, looking over and just seeing tons of geese and they're honking, and I always thought that was super fun. And me and my brothers used to play around in the trees, and when they mowed it down, it took them a really long time to do anything with it. I don't know if the people before who owned it just decided to tear it down to sell, to wait for somebody else, but there was a ton of stumps and logs and trees around that they just didn't take care of for months, and so I saw a lot of just logs and stumps over there for the longest time. And then I wanted to make it a very stark contrast from the harsh outlines of the apartment complex versus the nature that used to be there. So this was my first piece. And then my second piece is based off of a photo I took at Clark. It was April of this year, and which would have been our spring, and there were cherry blossoms. This is the first time I had ever seen the cherry blossoms at Clark, and it was so wonderful to just be able to walk every day from my car to my class, walk through the cherry blossoms, and then on my way back to my car I would see it every day. So I did this. Again, it's a little bit tough to see, but this is a couple of the cherry trees that are over at the Japanese garden. And I'll point out the little elements to you. So, because it's sort of hard to see, there are some pink right here, little pink cherry blossoms to represent spring, because that's when I took it. There was lots of pink everywhere. But I wanted to get it in sort of a circular motion, so you could see the cycle. The next is the yellow that's right here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but there is little yellow. This is the grass, because I think that's one of the funniest things for Washington is at least in my perspective, our summer is just yellow grass everywhere. Everywhere you go, if you aren't watering your lawn, even if you are watering your lawn, it is just yellow grass everywhere. So I used yellow to represent our summer. And then the fall, as you can see, there are little leaves down there. I added some leaves on the bush that's in front of this cherry tree. We have a lot of maple trees or maple-esque trees around, and I just see these leaves everywhere, all over the place. So added some of those in for fall. And then our winter is a little bit finicky. Sometimes you just get rain for weeks on end, and sometimes we get snowed in. So I thought it might be a little bit difficult to add white snow onto the landscape. So I added some blue rain. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. There's some puddles and there's some raindrops. And I like that it goes spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, summer, fall, winter. So yeah, so that was my piece. I really liked how I really liked seeing the change of the seasons, and especially for Washington, you know, everybody has different types of seasons. I think ours is, I thought it would be nice to represent ours. And these are going to be hung up in my house. My parents absolutely adore the geese and all of that, the nature that used to be across the street. So I think it's a good reminder for us of, like, you know, appreciating the nature that we have. We have a lot of trees in our backyard, and so I know my parents, it's a good reminder to help see the good that, you know, it's not always great to just be, you know, oh, we need room, so let's cut down the trees. No, it's nice to have those there. And but I couldn't record in my house because it was a little bit too loud with my brothers in there, so I figured I would record it in here and then post pictures of it in my house. So yeah, thanks for watching.